Hi, is this Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. This is Deborah. I'm blah 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 from Learning Ally. Blah, blah, blah. So, what did you want to call it? What did you want to talk about today?
I have my son who's in 7th grade who's really having a hard time in middle school now. He's 2 or 3 years behind. We've just started doing OG tutoring. It's very tedious. He's very depressed.
I can totally relate. I have a 8th grade son myself, and middle school years are very, very challenging just in and of themselves. So I'm hearing that maybe he's having a little bit of difficulty just sort of like understanding where he fits in and what's going on, and maybe how to kind of use these tools and strategies that you're putting in place for him.
He's not very motivated. He's just given up.
Okay, great. So are you looking to maybe find some ways to like promote his strengths or kind of maybe giving him some more
really
self-awareness?
Low self-esteem. Really low self-esteem.
It's so important. I mean, I'm sure you mentioned that you're starting the OG tutoring, so that I know that you're actively looking to manage like the educational side of things, and that's great because it's very important to make sure we have those things in place. But yeah, it's really, really important to focus on the child's confidence, and we have a framework here at Learning Ally where we actually balance both of those things. We talk about the child's education and how parents need to be actively engaged there, and then we also talk about some of the things that parents want to focus on when we're looking at the child's self-esteem and confidence. I'm not going to go into it now. I am going to email it to you at the end, and you can take some time to look over it. But the thing that you're really talking about here is having the child understand how they learn best, understanding a little bit about their learning disability so that they can sort of own it and accept it.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I mean, some of the things that I know have been helpful for me is finding a sense of community for my son. You know, there are great places on the web that you can look, Headstrong Nation, Project Eye to Eye, where they can actually see other students who are struggling with similar things and understand that there's like a flip side, that there are kind of kids out there in similar circumstances who are looking at things from a different perspective. Blah, blah, blah. And I would go on and on with that. I would tell them that I'm going to follow up with some email things. So I hope that I was able to give you some
that's really helpful. Those are some good
about,
tips.
Excellent. So I'm going to follow up with an email, and I'm going to include some of those links to the websites that I mentioned.
Eye to Eye.
And yeah, are you going to contact them? I think you can see if they have a local chapter. Excellent. So that's great. And make sure you check out 1 and 5 because maybe you'll find some. Maybe it'll be empowering for him to put a video up or something. You never know. But remember, I mentioned that framework. Please take a look at that when you get the email. I would love for you just to spend a few minutes going over it because it might prompt you to have some other questions that you want to call back and talk to me about. There's a whole section on there that explores what we did not talk about today, the whole educational side. So if you have questions about the OG tutoring or you want to talk to me about some other ways that you can help him at home on the academic piece, I'm happy to talk.
I can just call in?
Yes, absolutely. We have office hours Monday and Tuesday, or if you rather would schedule, you can call and get
Terrific. Thank you.